judgment. Let's go. Let's go.
Hello, my angelic little angel. You're glowing today.
Turn up the volume a little bit.
Here. How's it going? How's it flowing? Hopefully not heavy. I hope your pillow's always cold and your flow is always light. I don't know why.
I always have to flip my pillow like multiple times. Well, actually, lately I've only had to flip my pillow once.
Am I the scallywag for ruining a baby name?
Uh-oh.
People do be naming their kids after stupid shit. I am Brazilian, but I've been living in the US for 3 years. My first language is Brazilian Portuguese. I have a 4-year-old son, and I'm pregnant with a girl due in May. Congratulations. My son is friends with a girl whose mother, I'll call her Becca, is also pregnant. She's due in a couple of weeks before me, and is also expecting a third girl. Since we take our kids on playdates almost weekly, we frequently talk about our pregnancies, as you do. Becca is into unique names, not uniques or tragedies. Are those names people have used? That's insane. But names that she and her husband create. It's not my style, but she
Into unique names, not uniques or tragedies, but names that she and her husband create. So like they just put words together and make a name?
managed to come up with genuinely nice names, both her older daughters, so there was never really a reason for me to say anything. I was just making sure nobody's actually named uniques and tragedies, because that's crazy.
JKMNO? There are multiple people alive right now named JKMNO, pronounced Noel. How would that ever be pronounced Noel? What?
I don't know. Unless I don't know. So this time, Becca and her husband had a lot of trouble coming up with a new name. She first brought this up last December, and for months, they'd tried to create something that sounded good with no success. We took our kids on a playdate at a park this weekend. When we sat down for a snack, Becca excitedly told me they'd finally settled on a name. I was really happy for her and asked what they'd chosen. Put in your guesses now.
Oh God. I don't know.
Narina. Okay, that's not terrible. Oh, wait.
Narina.
To those who don't know, that's Portuguese for nostril. I feel like when you look that up on the internet, let's see what.
Okay, but it's still a nice name. Narina? Like, what do you mean? That's such a nice name. And then you could call her Nari. I like the name. I don't even give a shit if it means nostril. I think it's a nice name.
Comes up if I just, because I feel like you gotta look it up on the internet before you name your kid Narina. Meaning, a lyrical feminine given name with Persian, Sanskrit, and Arabic roots, and is also an anatomical term in Portuguese. Which is nostril, I guess. It's like the first thing that comes up. Poor thing. I mean, you're in the US. I guess a lot of people probably wouldn't know that. And the name sounds nice. Now I know that.
See, exactly.
Narina. In Portuguese, that's the only thing I know. I managed to control myself.
It's such a pretty
and told her
name.
It sounded lovely. You took the high road. Good for you. But my son let out a giggle. Oh, yeah, because he probably speaks Portuguese. My husband and I are raising him bilingual, so he speaks Portuguese. And Becca wanted to know why. I tried to brush it off, but she kept insisting. Eventually, I told her that, well, Narina could be a lovely name. It was also the Portuguese word for nostril. I think that's fine. You are Portuguese.
Well, she was asking why. You're just answering the question, so, like, who cares? Like, that wouldn't stop me from naming them Narina, no. That, in my opinion, she's not being an asshole. She literally just answered her question. And if she goes and gets butthurt over it and everything, then that's on her. You can still name your kid Narina because that is actually, like, a really beautiful name. I actually really like it. My name is just Ancient Caveman for that damn rabbit. Hoshi Lapine literally is Star Bunny. So, you know.
Brazilian. I feel like that's totally fine. And I feel like that's a good thing. Because that would be weird if she found out later down the road, like after she named her kid, she's like, aren't you Portuguese? Why didn't you tell me? I feel like it could have led to something worse than you just telling the truth. So I feel like this is okay. Becca seemed really sad to hear that. She said she'd think of something else, but had fallen in love with Narina. Oh no. After we went home,
just like change the first letter. Like you could make it Marina or Karina or Larina. Like those sound nice too.
His husband called me. He was furious at me for ruining the only name they had agreed on.
Bro.
Apparently, he had a fight with Becca because she told him she wanted to think of something else. He argued they'd never visit Brazil anyway. Okay. You're not welcome anyway, okay? They don't want you there, Chad, okay? So they shouldn't have to change the name, but Becca refused to use Narina. My husband agrees that their fight is not my fault, but thinks I didn't need to tell Becca anything since Americans are unlikely to know what Narina means. I mean, she can decide that for herself. You were gonna take the high road, but then your kid chuckled and she really wanted to know. What, are you gonna lie? Like I said, like she would have found out eventually at some point that you lied to her. And if you're still friends, you know, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the line, that would, I don't know. I feel like that would suck. I feel like honesty.
Why is the husband
in this case especially? Like, it's one thing to just not like a name and to be like, that's a stupid name.
A drama queen.
What are you, stupid? You know? But this one actually means something not super pleasant, like nostril. Doesn't mean like eyes or, I don't know, lips or like,
don't name a girl Marina. There would be endless wet jokes. Oh my god. Yeah, or even Sarina. Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot. You could just change the first letter and you get and you still get a lot of nice names.
Any other body part would probably be weird. Toe.
This is such elbow, a nothing burger.
Stomach.
Like, what
probably
the hell?
Eyes would be the only good one, I think. Or like ears for listening. I don't know. But I don't think you're the asshole in this at all. I really don't. Let's see what the comments say, though. Not the asshole. I'm shocked they didn't bother Googling their name ideas as they came
That's
up
what
with them. I see Narina as...
Yeah, like... Well, I guess she kind of said that they like to try and make up their names, so maybe they made that up somehow. But, like, I feel like you would be Google, or, like, most people would Google names that when you're trying to think of a name for your kid. I don't know. I would.
As nostril on the first page of search results. Exactly. Google it. Okay? I don't think they ever do. Apparently their eldest daughter's name also means something in a different language.
Oh, wow.
Much cuter word. And they had no idea until someone who spoke it told them. Okay, so they kind of are just like, I don't want to call them dumb.
Okay, but to be literally all names have a meaning. Don't all names have a meaning? So like what?
Like just what? You're not looking up what your kid's name means. Not the asshole. You responded in a diplomatic way by initially not telling her your son had an age-appropriate response and giggled. Becca knew something was up, so you told her. It was an adult conversation. You didn't mock her choice. It is up to Becca and her husband if they want to pursue the name or not. Yeah, the husband might be frustrated because they might keep going back and forth in names, and I can't even imagine how hard naming a child is. I've tried to name my metaphorical children a bunch of times.
I would still name them Narina. I don't care.
You know, I feel like we all do. It's
I wouldn't care.
My future kid. It's hard. So I get that it'd be frustrating, but the dad needs to take a chill pill. Chad needs to chill and they'll figure it out. There's a lot of names out there. You don't actually have to have a name that doesn't exist anywhere in the world. It
so many
blows
names.
My mind. Everybody's like, I need a unique name that nobody else has. Why? Just name your kid, you know. There's a lot of pretty names that aren't as popular, but I
don't even know if that's possible.
Name them Windmill.
I don't think it's possible to find a name that nobody has. I mean, maybe, but it would have to be something like really off the deep end. Like, I'm gonna name you It. But I bet someone else has done that already, so. Who cares what the name means in someone else's language? Yeah, like, any name could mean anything in any language. Like, it's just such a nothing burger to make a big deal out of. Like, good lord, if you like it, just use it. Do like Elon and name your kid a math equation? Oh my god. Bruh.
Name them that. Oh, okay, there's a little update. A couple updates. So
okay, we have
Edit. This was not my son's fault. He is 4 years old and had an honest reaction to hearing a baby would essentially be named Nostril. I don't know who would argue that. That's really weird. I get that some people might think I was the asshole, but don't blame my child for this.
What? Reddit is wild.
On Reddit, man. They're like, throw it in the trash. Your 4-year-old sucks. It's crazy. Edit 2. Okay, a lot of people are misreading Narina as Narnia. No real comment on that. But the Chronicles of Nostril has a nice ring.
Chronicles of Nostril? Bro, how are you reading it as Narnia? Oh my gosh.
Thing to it. Oh, yep. Classic. First of all, I want to clarify that I never told Becca not to name her daughter Narina. I just told her what it meant in Portuguese, and only because my son laughed. Again, this wasn't his fault. It was my translation that made her change the name, but that was still her decision. I got a DM about how I shouldn't have involved my native language into Becca's choice for her daughter's name, which was also not—
People going into her DMs? Are you freaking kidding me? This is insane. You post anything and people will find a reason to go into your DMs and tell you off. You can literally post like, oh, I like strawberries, and someone will DM you and be like, you're such a biatch, I can't believe you don't like raspberries.
Not the case. I found no joy in telling Becca what it meant. People are just like so pea-brained on here sometimes, I swear. There are plenty of normal names in the English language I can ruin with Portuguese. I've actually listed some since my first post, but I wouldn't translate them without being asked to. Ooh, now I want to know. Many of you came forward saying that Narina was also a flower, the Finnish word for a creaking sound, and an actual Persian name. I didn't know any of that.
Exactly, there you go.
Speak those languages, it's okay. But it was interesting to find out. I listed most of the meanings you guys gave me with the intention of showing them to Becca. I also got plenty of comments suggesting similar names: Marina, Nara, Narina, Nareen, etc. Those are all really—
Ooh, those are all such pretty names, actually. Nareen is nice. And Narina, yeah. You're literally just changing, again, one letter. Nara. I mean, Nara I don't really like, but whatever. It seems to be a rather common name in the East. What? Narina, Narnia, same thing? No. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Nareen is really nice. I like that.
Those are all okay. And I wrote down some of them as well. Becca and I met for another playdate with the kids, and I showed her my list. I also emphasized that she could still use the name Narina if she wanted to. At first, she politely turned everything down, including that last part. While Becca said she did like some of the names I told her about, her method consists solely of creating new names with her husband. Apparently, they got to Narina by mixing and matching syllables until they had something that sounded nice.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I figured. It wouldn't be that hard to come up with the name Narina.
Name they'd created for their daughter also meant nostril was enough for her to lose interest in it. And I feel like it's really hard to make up a new word. That doesn't mean anything else. I feel like that's damn near impossible. Becca did love the name Narina, though. She didn't admit it until we were about to go our separate ways, but she said she'd mention it to her husband. And speak of the—
Well, obviously, because Narina is literally Narina, but just with an E. Like, hello?
Devil, her husband, as far as I know, is still pissed at me. He didn't try to contact me again.
This
but
husband,
Becca said he rolled his eyes when she mentioned the upcoming playdate. Apparently, he's the one who came up with the order of the syllables that resulted in Narina. So he's butthurt because his ego
he needs like to go take a chill pill.
I told Becca I didn't want to hear from her husband again. She agreed his phone call was extremely inappropriate and promised to tell him to not contact me any further. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really fucking glad they're not naming their kid Nostril. I'm also really proud of myself for holding in my laughter when I first heard that, but I know that—
Yeah, like, they're saying they're making up names, but you can't really make up a name. I don't get it. Like, I've long time ago, I was trying to make up a name, and I came up with the name Trisella, and lo and behold, down the road, there was other people using the name, and I was like, oh, okay. You can't really make up a name. Nostradamus, the next great philosopher. It's right there in the Chronicles of Nostril.
That Becca is a great mother who is perfectly capable of naming her children, so I know her daughter's name will be beautiful. I think that's all. Becca's baby might be named Narina. That will depend on Nostril Senior, though. That's funny. Also, for justice sake, my daughter will be named Luciana. If hopefully I'm saying that right. Luciana? Probably a different pronunciation.
Luciana.
Beautiful name, though. Luciana. I think that's a really pretty name. Feel free to translate it, but seriously, thank you.
I like the name Lucy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. I thought it would be something crazy, you know, like Batman or something. Just remembering Star Wars characters, Count Dooku has his name changed to Count Dokkan in the Brazilian release,
Count
as it
Dookie.
sounds like Count of Ass in Portuguese. That. See, I like that. I like fun facts. That's funny. Another comment says baby names are nothing to sniff at. That's funny. I like that. I'm gonna end it on that. What do you guys think? Have you heard a baby name? Please write them in the comments below. I'm gonna read those comments. I want to see the weirdest baby name that you have heard of. But let me know, and let's move on. Am I the scallywag for beating my 25 male girlfriend's 24 female dad, wait for it, 51 male, in a hot dog eating contest? Oh.
In a hot doggery-doo eating contest. So, he's really good at eating hot dogs.
Contest. Okay. Okay, this is really funny. Okay,
oh,
so the hot dog
no.
eating contest happened like 6 months ago during the summer, and I had no idea that I did anything wrong. But my girlfriend and I were arguing about something else, and she brought the contest up and said I acted childish, and I wanted to know if there was anything that I had to apologize for. So basically, 6 months ago, my girlfriend invited me to a food festival.
And this is 6 months ago, so like, this is a really long grudge to hold for 6 months. 6 months.
Hometown. The day I arrived, I learned that there was a hot dog eating contest and the prize would be a $100 gift card to a large tech retail store. Would have been funny if it was a $100 gift card for hot dogs, but I digress. Being a casual competitive eater in college, what is that? How do you constitute a casual competitive eater? I decided it would be a fun idea to enter and signed up on the website. When I told my girlfriend's family I had entered the contest, my girlfriend's dad good-naturedly clapped me on the back and said, "Let the best man win." Apparently, my girlfriend's dad had won the hot dog eating contest for the last 4 years. Guy can put him back.
Damn,
was somewhat expecting to win again. Wanting the gift card, I decided to give the contest my all. I ate a bunch of hot dogs. I wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing. Just fucking blacked out, dude. I was...
Like, nom, nom, eating them, choking down those dogs. Holy freak, I wish I could have seen that.
It couldn't not happen. It couldn't not happen in this context. I wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing, but by the time I was done, I'd eaten 16 hot dogs in 5 minutes. What the hell? That is so...
16 hot dogs in 5 minutes. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Many hot dogs. Beating my girlfriend's dad, he only ate 12 hot dogs. When I was done, my girlfriend's brother Liam, 14 male, and a bunch of his friends mobbed me, calling me the dogler, giving me high fives and clapping me on the back. They said that I had dethroned the dogler, pointing to my girlfriend's dad.
The dogler?
That's probably all he had, you know? He had his 4 hot dog trophies on his mantle above his fireplace and a picture of him with a hot dog in his hand. And what's he gonna do now? He's just gotta take it down. What, like, this guy derailed this man's life and he doesn't even know it. And that I was the new dogler. That I was a real glizzied rizzler.
Oh my gosh.
I know I'm old because that made me cringe inside or something like that. And that I was just shoving glizzy after glizzy down my gullet.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Is this real? They posed for pictures with me. It was weird, but kind of fun. Later, my girlfriend's dad came up to me, shook my hand, and said I was good competition. He went home to do something in his wood shop. Make his own trophy to put on the shelf because he didn't get one, probably. So I hung out with my girlfriend, Liam, and his friends, going around to various food stalls and games. When we all ate dinner that night, the hot dog contest didn't come up at all, except for when Liam kept referring to me as the dogler and saying that he wanted to make a special dogler shirt for me. We had a nice breakfast the next morning, no sign that anything was wrong.
Oh my god, yeah, they should make a dogler. Yeah, they should make a shirt and it's just like a picture of his face and they just like Photoshop like 16 wieners in his mouth and then it's just like over his head it's just the dogler. That would be like the best shirt ever. There was a time in Poland when people gave their children English names but not as they are spelled but as they are pronounced. Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. Because sometimes, like, you look at the spelling and it's, like, nowhere near how it's pronounced.
Today, my girlfriend brought up in our argument that her dad was actually really wounded by losing the hot dog eating contest, but just didn't say anything to me. Poor guy. He's just crying in his bedroom about losing a hot dog eating contest. That's actually really sad. I actually really feel bad for her.
I mean, that's sad. Like, sure, I feel bad, but like, what is he supposed to do?
Oh, that was his thing.
What, are you just supposed to let him win then? And then he's not actually winning, and then that would feel like poo. I wouldn't want to win unless I was actually winning. Like, you know what I mean?
I know you could put down 16 hot dogs. It's not your fault. But I do feel bad for the dad. I said if I wasn't supposed to enter the contest, then was it really a contest at all? And she said that it was less about the contest, but about the special Dogler shirt. Liam made his dad a Dogler shirt for the years he won the contest, but I got the Dogler 2024 shirt. She said that her dad only wanted to win the contest to connect with Liam. Oh, and if anything, I should be able to understand the masculine ego. So Reddit, am I the asshole? Posted the shirt.
So he's supposed to read minds. Got it. Okay.
Oh my god, what is this shirt look like? That.
Oh my gosh!
Like he actually hand painted it. Oh, he just wanted to connect with his son with the Dogler shirt.
You can't beat the Glizzy Rizzler. What in the hell is this shirt? Why does the shirt look like paper though? That looks really uncomfortable.
Stop. No, you're not the asshole.
No, he's not the asshole. No.
You'd be the Dogler champ.
Oh my gosh.
Rizzler or whatever.
The dad needs to man up. Like, I get it, but like, it's like, who cares? I don't know, like, damn.
The hell, you didn't know you would
glizzy
all those dogs back, or no, you didn't know that you would be the dog master, so no, you're not.
You didn't know that you would be the Dogler.
I wouldn't bring it up with the dad because I do feel like he will just feel worse. Like, be like, I'm sorry, I won the competition. He'd just be like, I feel like that's just too bad. I think you should just next year not enter, or if you do enter, you gotta let him win. You gotta hold back. I know you have.
I would just not enter the following year.
Okay. Comments say,
like, at most,
naturally. We didn't really have any idea this was an important family tradition and moment until after you signed up, and who has control of the actions of a crowd of 14-year-olds anyway. That said, all this tension for a gift card is kind of intense. I hope you got something good with the prize money. Yeah, OP said, well, she did tell me that it was a tradition, but I didn't think it was a big of a deal as apparently it is. I got a couple video games I've been eyeing. Finances have been recently, so it was nice. There you go. You deserved the games. Another comment said, not the asshole when we all ate dinner that night. So you had dinner after eating 16 hot dogs. It says I ate some green beans, I think, but man, the toilet was destroyed. Gross.
Oh gosh.
Didn't know that. I think there might be an update
that poor
somehow.
toilet.
I don't even know what the update
How is there an
maybe
update with the like what?
Oh no, it's the next day. Okay. As a little
did
update,
he apologize
my
for some reason?
Post. She was a little mad at first, but overall, our original argument kind of went away because I put all my clothes in the dryer, and luckily I booked 2 consultation appointments, so that part of the argument went away as well. 2 consultation? What are you talking about? Well, I don't understand any of that. Okay, the hot dog thing was kind of just a bonus jab she threw in my face when she found the Dogler shirt in the washer. She doesn't really care about it now. Am I stupid? I don't understand that. Okay. She agreed to stop bringing stuff up from a long time ago and said she accidentally over-exaggerated how sad her dad was about the contest, so overall things are nice. She's a little surprised and upset at the amount of poster that suggested we break up. Also, I was a little surprised by all the people who called me the asshole just for entering an eating contest. Also, after a lot of asking, I've decided to post the t-shirt. We saw it. Yeah, the shirt is awesome. The shirt's awesome. I don't know what the appointment stuff is about. I feel like I lost a little bit there. But, I think it's okay. I think your relationship's okay. She apologized, you understand. Everything's fine.
This is also just such a nothing burger. Like, oh my god, get over it.
And what you did last year. Bro. This was 2024. I wish there was another post that you entered the dog competition and you lost by like a hair. Can't let him win by a lot, but like just a bite. Alas, we shall never know, because I think that's the last update. One of the comments says, this is a classic case of someone having a bad day and piling on random things just to highlight how mad they are, and Reddit overdiagnosing a whole relationship over a single post that doesn't even have crazy things going on.
Come on, we need a juicy Reddit story.
I feel like that is probably the most honest thing that's ever been said on Reddit. Wow. That's crazy. That's probably true. That's probably what it is.
We need a juicy Reddit story.
A hot dog eating contest, and did you win? And Did you get a Dogler t-shirt? And you should have if you didn't. I need to know. And how many hot dogs did you eat? Because I feel like 16's a lot, but I don't know a whole lot
16
about
hot
contests.
dogs is a lot.
But let's read one
my
more.
gosh.
All right. Am I the scallywag for swimming topless? We'll see. Hi, 32 female. Just
hold. Am I the a-hole for swimming topless? All right. Let's hear.
Topless. We'll see. Hi, 32 female. Just talked to the cops because neighbors complained about me swimming topless. I lived in your own country in Manitoba, Canada. That's where my parents are from. I love.
You know what? I was gonna say in your own backyard, but we'll continue before I make judgments. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Health. Okay.
Country in Manitoba, Canada. Whatever. That's where my parents are from. I love Manitoba. I got family in Manitoba. Shout out Manitoba. I don't live directly on a lake, but there's a public beach nearby that anyone can go to. There's a little boat ramp and some nice sand at the water's edge. I like to swim, but I prefer to skinny dip.
Oh.
Okay, are there children around or people? Because I'm not on board. However,
you're not allowed to be topless in public. And she literally says public beach. You're not allowed to be topless in public, and you say public beach. Okay.
Because this is a public beach, I won't go totally naked. I just go topless. Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean,
that's public nudity. But I also understand that not every parent wants their children around a random lady's breasts, despite it being perfectly legal in Canada for women to be topless in public. Is it?
Is it?
Canada, basically my whole life, never.
Ew. Oh. Well. Learning. It is completely legal for women to be topless in Manitoba, Canada. Okay, under federal law, exposing female breasts is treated the same as a man going bare-chested. Interesting. I didn't know that. Now granted, I'm reading from what the AI pulled up. So if anyone wants to fact check it, it's breaking down. So it says the law, courts have decided that showing female breasts is not automatically a sexual or indecent act. The rule, as long as the exposure is not done to cause a public disturbance, create a nuisance, or engage in explicit activity. All right. Interesting. Yay, equality. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Never knew that. Never knew that. We do in Vancouver. I think there is. Because I don't live far from Vancouver. I think there is like a nude beach or something. I might be making that up.
I mean,
but I didn't know.
We have a nude beach here, but like
legal. I'm googling. What? You're telling me I could have just been walking around tatas free this whole time? Apparently it's legal. Interesting. Anyway, let's keep going.
Okay.
Let's keep going. I just learned this and my mind is spinning right now. So I usually go swimming at night. This beach does not have operation hours, so it's not against the rules or anything. One night, I was out swimming topless like I usually do and saw some teenagers riding their bikes on the road next to the beach. All right. Well,
no.
Yeah, it's like you think you're like alone, but you're not alone. All right. Well, I guess one of them told their parents, or maybe someone else saw me because I got a visit from the cops today. They kind of had a vibe, like they knew they were here for BS reason, but they still asked me that I stop swimming topless. I told them I'd think about it. They wished me a good day and left. I don't know if I'm the asshole because yeah, I get that it's not common to be topless in Canada, especially in the smaller towns like mine, but I'm not doing anything illegal and usually no one is at the beach at night. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to go sunbathe topless now just out of spite. Oh my God. It's so weird because it's like you want to be comfortable like in your own body, and you should be able to be comfortable in your own body. So many other countries are on completely different levels than that. Like it's welcomed and it's super normal.
I don't know how I feel
have,
about
you know,
this.
some sort of nudity in public and everything, and I feel like in North America especially, it's very frowned upon and everything, and we've just grown up in with a different rule system, even though I had no idea that was a law, which is crazy, or not against the law. So I don't want to like shame somebody for doing something that's apparently okay. You're doing it at night.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm kind of
yeah, like, she's not doing anything illegal. Yeah. So, but I guess if it says that, like, as long as it's not making people uncomfortable, but obviously it is making people uncomfortable, so like, I don't know. What the frick? What do you even, like, just put a bikini on, I don't know, for me, it's like, kids or anyone can go by at any time, even at night, so like, I don't know, I wouldn't do that. I would feel weird about that. I would feel very weird. Like, if I knew that kids could walk by at any time, that it's just not something I would do. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I don't think she's the asshole. But I think she could probably put a bikini on, you know. I don't know.
Like, you're not.
I don't know.
You're allowed to, so shit, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Would I? Probably not. Probably not. Do I care that you did? Not really. Not really, to be honest. Let's see what the comments say, though. I'm really curious. Not the ass.
Going to be honest, if it was a beach known for it, sure, why not? Because it's part of people's Yeah, like, if you're somewhere where people are going to expect that you're going to be naked in public and stuff, like, that's what they're expecting to see, then fine. But if you're just walking around the neighborhood, you're not expecting to see a half-naked person. So, like, yeah, it's gonna make you pretty damn uncomfortable. And, like, especially if it's kids.
Asshole. My dad lived rural on 5 wild acres and had sunning spots scattered around because he was solar powered. One afternoon,
but that's
a
his
woman
own
walked
land.
up behind his lounger and announced her presence by asking if he'd seen her dog. Then she realized he was Starker's and got Pearl clutchingly offended by his lack of tan lines. Tan lines do suck. Dad told her he hadn't seen the dog and told her she was trespassing. She tried to turn it on him because he was naked in public.
He's on his own land.
Private property, and she was still trespassing. Yeah, I mean, that's like, you're on your own.
That's very clear cut for me, because that's his own private property land. That's different. She's talking about a public beach.
You can do whatever you want, basically, you know, within legal bounds. And like, if it's not super public, I don't know. For me, I'm always like, you know, protect kids. Like, I wouldn't ever want to be.
You can't really compare that
to, you know, children or whatever. Like strangers, it's different if, like, in your own house. I don't know what the right answer is. I was raised in a very, you know, modest home. You know. It was just like, you go in that room to change.
What the
like,
frick do you say
ever. So I know some people are just like super free in their homes, and like, it's so I'm just maybe a bit of.
What's the issue here? Oh, Baggins, we're talking about a woman's asking if she's the asshole because she goes to a public beach in the evening hours, but she goes there topless to swim, and kids go by. And I guess one of the kids, like, complained to the parents, so then cops showed up at her house asking if she could not be topless when she's on the public beach swimming.
Of a prude. All right, but I'm not, because I really don't care what other people do, as long as it's legal and not creepy. I got arrested for this back in 2018 in a state where it's supposedly legal. Interesting. And what happened next? It got dropped after some lawyering. It was ridiculous. Interesting. That's how female toplessness became legal in Canada. It set a precedent and was recognized as unconstitutional because there never was any toplessness laws, only vague public indecency laws. Yeah, that's fair. Another comment says, not the asshole, you were swimming after dark, taking their delicate sensibilities into account. Yeah, you went beyond.
I mean, like, in any, like, I don't think she's the asshole. I just think it's weird.
Well, nobody's out when it's nighttime usually, so.
I mean, I don't care.
Naked at this point. Kiss my assets. Yeah, I get that too. It's just like, I'm allowed to do this. Like, screw you guys. I understand that. I understand that too. I'm a little shy, so I'm just like, well, you go, girl.
You know what my problem is? I just don't like making people uncomfortable, so I would just not give a shit, and I'd be like, yeah, sure, okay, I'll wear a top. How hard is that? I don't, like, you know, that would just be me. I don't know.
Queen. Interesting. Well, I learned something new today. I'm gonna call my sisters and my mom, let them know that they can just, you know, if they want.
You could just have your boobas out.
But I will tell them, because I feel like they wouldn't know either. That's interesting.
Y'all hear that?
Publicly known. Man, all the Canadians out there, let me know.
If you live in Manitoba, there you go.
If you already knew that. Because I didn't. Curry, did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
My editor, he's from Canada. Editor for the show.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. How am I not subscribed to KallmeKris and I watch her literally all the time? Holy shit. Bro? What the frick? If y'all are not also subscribed, can you go subscribe right now? Right now? She's Canadian like me.